As you can hear, there's one hell of a battle going on right now in Larry Zbyszko's office between Larry Zbyszko and Jeff Jarrett over the fact that TNA committee has given Rhino the world's title shot and not Jeff Jarrett.
I don't care. Listen, when we get to Spike TV, I'm going to be champion because I'm tired of being nice. I'm not going to ask anymore. I'm demanding that I get the title shot at Unbreakable.
One more time. You get Rhino to step aside, give you his spot. You can have the title shot. That's the deal.
That's the deal.
Yeah, I got things to do, man.
You're going to sign off on that.
Fine. It's a deal.
It's a no-brainer. That's easy.
Hey, man, I hear you're looking for
Just
me.
the guy. Look, we need to talk, okay? I know these guys.
They're cons, they're deceptive. For the good of the company, not me, but for the good of the company, I need to be the world heavyweight champion when we get to Spike TV. I'm telling you. So for the month, you step aside, let me have your shot. Let me take on Raven. I'll win the belt, and I promise you, you'll be the first in line. I promise you. I don't need your answer right now. I just want you to think about it. If you want to tell me yes, that's fine. But think about it. Just think about it. I know these guys.
I'll give you an answer. You got the title shot.
There you go. You're a company man.
After I beat Raven at Unbreakable.
Rhino, you don't
You're
know.
first in line.
Rhino, you don't know them. I'm telling you, they're cons. You're going to find out the hard way, man. I'm telling you.
You know, this is going to be an interesting matchup, Mike.
Got some interesting injury news to recap as Siaki drops the leg and goes for a pin, but barely a 1 count. This past Sunday at Sacrifice, Jerry Lynn and Sean Waltman had one of the classic wrestling matches ever in TNA. 13 years in the making, and Don, we saw the mutual respect, we saw the handshake, we saw the hug, and then it all went to hell.
The most disgusting thing I've ever seen in the ring. I mean, I bought into it. I mean, I just thought we witnessed one of the most legendary matches that we've seen in TNA, two warriors battling it out, and then bought into the mutual respect as we saw Sean Waltman just cater to the crowd and then worked on that injured shoulder, the one that kept him out for a year, trying to keep him out of wrestling again. It was disgraceful, classless, and there's other words I want to use, but I can't do it on this podcast.
Well, I guess it was successful. Jerry Lynn re-injured the shoulder. He's back on the sidelines. He's going to be out, I would say, at least for probably a month or two, according to the doctors. Also, senior official Rudy Charles, he was on the receiving end of a gore from Rhino. Oh, man, comes off the ropes, catches Siaki in the side of the head with a boot. Rudy Charles is not with us on Impact.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't even know who he is yet.
He's on the sidelines as well.
I'll tell you what, that was a wicked gore that hit him. It's just not something you want to be in front of. And some of these guys are in shape to recover from him, but a guy like Rudy Charles is going to take a little bit longer.
And can you imagine being on the receiving end of a gore through a table as the world's champion Raven was Sunday as well, courtesy of the Man Beast.
And Jeff Jarrett just looked on in bewilderment when he realized what had happened. Rhino got the pin. He realized the stipulation wasn't Jarrett got the pin, he got the title shot. He figured Rhino was setting him up to give him the pin. Jarrett just couldn't believe it, and now he's on the outside looking in.
After the series of elbows, right hand to the side of the head. Well, we thought Siaki was going to turn things around, able to duck that punch, and then the single leg kick caught him right in the chin.
Nice kick right there by Siaki. I'm telling you, oh, Siaki is on fire right now. Here's a guy that I think one day will be competing for the heavyweight championship, and this is a good way to show that he belongs in that division. As Rhino, right now, a little confused at what's going on.
Raven in his crosshairs. He's asked for a microphone. I believe Jeremy Borash just passed one in.
Raven, I'm gonna gore you. Raven, I'm gonna make you bleed. I came here for the World Heavyweight title, and nobody, and I mean nobody, will stop me. Unbreakable. Why wait for the pay-per-view? Raven!
What?
Come on out here right now, because I'm the man beast, Rhino!
Challenger calling out champion. Music tells me that we may get a response.
Oh, here he is. Raven's not going to duck this. Raven's the champ, and when you're champ, you got to carry that
Rhino! Gore me once, shame on you. Gore me twice, shame on me. You're gonna pay, Rhino. So it is written, and so it shall come to pass.
Whoa, just pushing
Both the
security
Raven,
aside.
Nevermore.
Oh, there's not going to be any security to keep these two apart. I mean, they're going to have to do everything they can to hold them back. Because of Unbreakable, these two, oh, there he goes!
Got him again!
And he gored him right through security!
He hit it again!
Well, Raven had one chance to get away. The security were blocking him.
He did it Sunday at Sacrifice, and he just did it again here on Impact. It's September 11th at Unbreakable. It's Raven and Rhino for the NWA title.
Matchup. And Bobby Roode, what happened there? Petey Williams distracted Raven. Bobby Roode able to just do that kick right there where it hurts the worst.
Huge opening here for Bobby Roode with Raven in trouble. Of course, when it comes to Raven, who does he feed off more than anything? Pain.
Oh, he does. Pain is something that he's lived with for so long. It's something that he, like you said, he feeds off of it. It's what he eats for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There's nothing that Bobby Roode's going to do that is going to bother him in a pain standpoint. Oh, but Bobby Roode, speaking of pain, look at him grab that left shoulder, that arm, where twice he's gone into the Skrill ring post.
Yeah, it reminds me of the situation when Raven joined forces with Sabu at Sacrifice. Quick snap suplex by Roode, pin attempt, and Raven powers out. Of course, Jeff Jarrett and Rhino, they thought that Raven had absolutely no friends, so he called on an enemy in Sabu to join him. They certainly promised pain, and wow, there was pain for Jeff Jarrett and Rhino at Sacrifice, but in the end, it was Rhino who gored Raven through a table, and that's why he's in line for a shot at the NWA World's Heavyweight title September the 11th at Unbreakable.
I'll tell you what, somebody that even though Rhino cost him a shot, Jeff Jarrett probably thinks, oh, come on. Come on. That's why I get hate when this happens right here.
Petey Williams turning this into the numbers game again for the Canadians with the 2-on-1 against the NWA champion Raven, who goes face first into a steel.
And Andrew Thomas right there, again, distracted by Bobby Roode, who does it so well. Team Canada knows how to distract the referees and go to the man better than anybody, and Andrew Thomas kind of bought into it. The referees just got to be a little bit sharper out there, especially with Team Canada. You know something could be going on.
But Petey Williams not happy with the cadence of the count from referee Andrew Thomas. He thought he had the shoulders of Raven. Bobby Roode did anyway, down for the 3 count. Bobby Roode going to go back to the basics here and work on the neck of Raven, try and wear him down even further.
Raven right now is just, you know, like you said, I know he's lost his focus, but he's definitely lost his momentum here, and then it's Bobby Roode all the way, and Bobby Roode's making a statement. He's making a statement to everybody in TNA.
So difficult to maintain your focus when you're facing Team Canada, because you know that they will always exploit the advantage that they have, and that's teammates, other wrestlers around ringside, whether it's Petey Williams in this case, whether it's A1, whether it's Eric Young, or whether it possibly could even be the man who they promised will soon return. Coach Scott DeMore, elbow by Raven as he tries to get a comeback going, but he's cut off at the pass.
I'll tell you what, Bobby Roode took a couple wicked shots right there to the gut. And how does he stop it? He just slams Raven, the champ, down to the mat. Raven now getting out of the ring. I mean, it's going to put him in a very precarious position out here, but I think it was just something he had to do because he's just, at this, oh, he just rammed his back right there. It's the ring apron.
Yeah, all of his power, all of his strength, and then sent it back first. Oh, first it was into the ring apron to the side of the ring, and now it's into the unprotected steel guardrail.
I'll tell you what, you pay a price when you come right down to that side, and look at this. Oh! Raven just takes him right back down. Lucky for Bobby Roode, there was a little bit of a mat down there, but again, Raven used the pain. It cost him pain there too, but he did what he had to do to get it back going his way.
Very short, very quick offensive burst there for Raven. but it may have saved him at this point. I think it was a desperation move, but I think it's what he had to do.
Well, you see him getting back in the ring right there, and but Bobby Roode so quick. Nice kick right there by Raven. Ducks him.
And then snaps off the right, and then the discus clothesline.
That's the Raven we know right there. He's somebody that can feed off all this, and here he goes. Coming right at him. Whoa, he takes Roode down.
Chest first into the turnbuckle. Follow move in the 1-2 combination. Whoa, it's actually a 1-2-3. First the lariat, then the running high knee.
He uses that knee so well. You see him, and just think of the pain it causes when you get that kind of a torque into the chest like that. And now it's all Raven. That's why
just hit the bulldog.
1, 2, it's over. No, Bobby Roode able to get out of it.
Still a little fire, still a little life left in Bobby Roode in this non-title matchup against the NWA champion Raven. Shot off into the ropes. Telegraphed that one, didn't he? Raven saw the back body drop coming, but he didn't see that drop toe hold that sends him out to the floor. Keep your eye on Petey Williams.
Come on. Right into the ring post head first. And rolls him right in.
Here's a possible pin.
Here he goes. He just did that on just willpower right there. Pure willpower.
Repeated interference from Petey Williams throughout this matchup has enabled Bobby Roode to take control of the NWA champion Raven.
I'm going to think back to how Bobby Roode got back to this position. You know, he took one to get one. Sometimes that's what you got to do to set somebody up.
That's Raven. That's what he's been known for throughout his career.
That's right.
Trouble in the corner.
He just got leveled.
Raven drops down. The clothesline takes out official. Referee Andrew Thomas going to go for the ankle lock. He's got the submission hold applied. He's got it cinched in. He's got the ankle cranked, but the referee's out of play. There's the hockey stick to the rib cage. Oh, man!
Bust it right over his gun right there. As you can see, again, Team Canada with the 2-on-1.
Going to reel him in for the destroyer here?
There's no way. But here comes Cassidy Riley, Raven's follower.
The Raven fanatic Cassidy Riley hits the ring to save him from the Canadian destroyer of Petey Williams.
Oh, look at this. He's got it in position right there as he's pulling the leg back, dragging him in the middle so he can't get to the ropes there, Mike. Pulling back on that leg. Look at the pain. Raven just feeling it.
Single leg crab submission hold applied. Raven able to use his leg strength to kick him off right into his Team Canada make Petey Williams, and there's the Raven effect. Dropped him on his head with the DDT.
Yeah, he got that right. Stood him straight up on his head, and he gets the win.
The winner of the match, Raven! Here comes Rhino!
Oh, Raven was expecting it, though. You can see that. He was expecting it. He saw him out of the corner of his eye, and he was ready for him.
Rhino charging to the ring. The man beast met by Raven. And there's the Bulldog. Wait a minute.
What in the world?
That's a bitch
doing out
the
there?
Monster Abyss. Remember what Mitchell promised us last week on Impact. He said that he will turn this monster loose on TNA until he gets a title shot. And now they both double team.
What's going on?
Oh no, you know what happens? You know what this means? Lights are out in the Impact Zone. You think he's here?
He's got to be coming back to help him. He's got to be. And Sabu!
Oh, what a chair shot! With the chair shot for Rhino and the man.
Genocidal! Sabu! Oh, he takes the piss all the way out of the ring.
Sabu, with a quick series of drop kicks, takes Rhino out to the floor. Sabu just cleared the ring of both Abyss and the Man Beast.
I'll tell you what, you never would have thought you'd have seen them together and you did on Sacrifice. Now it just feels right when these two are together. Something about it just feels right.
Sabu makes the save for Raven to avoid the 2-on-1 beatdown. Now the stare down, now the showdown. Mitchell's putting on the brakes. Mitchell's keeping the monster away from the ring. Mitchell directing traffic.
Well, he knows there's another day to fight. He knows that this is not the situation right here. That's what makes James Mitchell such a good leader for Abyss. He's his guider. He knows when and where to pick your battles.
What could possibly
possibly bring the man-beast Rhino and my weapon of mass destruction, Abyss, together? It's very simple. The mutual goal to destroy the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Raven. And Sabu, you are just another victim.
Rhino, it is a well-known fact that the single greatest hardcore match in the history of the sport was between you and me. And when you tried to gore me and gored the shopping cart instead, and I beat you to death with the kitchen sink, that is only a taste of what I am willing to do to you in order to retain my title. We can have a tag match first, but all you're asking for is a chance to injure yourself. Because I don't care if we wait for Unbreakable. Because Rhino, I suspect, with all that blather you do, that it's hiding one simple fact, that you are breakable. See, I like pain, Rhino. I may be weird, I may be eccentric, but I like pain. And I know I can't say the same about you. Rhino, you may be the man-beast, but I am a human cancer, and I will eradicate you. Quote the Raven.
We are now mere days away from the huge Unbreakable pay-per-view, and I must admit, I am absolutely shocked to see that.
Shocked? Shane, you're shocked? You of all people, you've always known this business to be one thing, politically motivated. And I've been telling people for weeks, for months, that TNA hierarchy, what are they trying to do? Replace everyone who had anything to do with building this company from ground up. By the time we get to Spike TV, none of us are going to be around. Shane, you could be gone too. I'm the one responsible for the weekly pay-per-views. I'm the one responsible for Fox Sports Net, and I am one responsible single-handedly for the Spike TV deal. Well, you know what? I'm not going to sit idly by. I will be an Unbreakable because TNA is still Planet Jarrett. I'm going to get my belt back, and I dare somebody to try to stop me from being there this Sunday.
Giving them maybe a quicker count than next time.
The boot just grinding into the chin, pulling back the head of Raven and taking the wind out of him. And as you see Raven trying to come out of the corner, Rhino not going to let him there. And I'm amazed at how good these guys are working together. As you see Abyss get the quick tag and go right at Raven. That's what James Mitchell does. He's able to get into the mind of Abyss like nobody else has.
The blatant chokehold from the monster Abyss on the NWA champion Raven. Attempted breaking it up by senior official Rudy Charles, who really has a thankless job as the fifth man in the ring.
I'll tell you what, he's got to be a little nervous being in that ring with Rhino when you consider what happened to him when he got gored by Rhino a few weeks back. I mean, at the pay-per-view. He's got to be nervous. I admire his courage to get in there, but that's the pro that he is.
Tag in, Abyss makes Rhino the legal man. Rhino takes his opponent. Sunday Night Unbreakable going to try and take him up into the air for a suplex. Instead, reversed by Raven, who snaps it.
I'll tell you what, Raven there showing why he's the champion. Able to concentrate even though the odds look bleak. And he's able to do it now. He's climbing the ropes to try to get to Sabu, but the man-beast's not going to let him over there, Mike.
Definitely. Cut him off, did Rhino. Then the boot sends Raven out to the arena floor here at the Impact. So now face first into the ring apron. You know, Sabu's not going to stand for much of this. Not when he's close by. Talk about the ultimate disrespect there from Rhino spitting at Sabu.
That was a huge loogie, man. I mean, that thing just took off right at him. Camera couldn't even hide it.
Rhino stomping, putting the boots to the NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Rhino has been in total control here against Raven, but Raven, desperation move, drives him back first into the turnbuckle.
And you can hear a desperation scream right there by Raven as he just wound himself up and went after him. But Rhino's so smart right there, keeping Raven on this side of the six-sided ring. Again, almost a 3 count. Rhino looking at the ref like, I think I had it, but the main thing is he's keeping Raven away from Sabu. Sabu trying to get involved. He wants to get in there. He knows Raven is taking the brunt of all this beating. Raven's going to have to do some of this on his own, and he gets up, and that's what you do right there with the jawbreaker.
Exactly. Got back to his feet, got back to the vertical base, connects with the jawbreaker, but look how quickly it's turned around in favor of Rhino.
Rhino keeps himself between Raven and Sabu, and that's what you've got to do. And now he turns it over to Abyss.
The monster with the big boot to the chest of Raven. And then you notice that he made eye contact with Sabu. The two men who square off Sunday, Abyss and Sabu, but now it's the monster Abyss and Raven, and he's got him throttled in the corner.
I'll tell you what, you got to think of what this could be doing to Raven. He's got the title shot coming up Sunday night. All this damage going on could have hurt him for that bout.
Absolutely.
Look at this. He's trying to get over there, and he just can't seem to do it. And there's James Mitchell. He tells Abyss what to do, and he cuts him off.
You're right. Mitchell directing traffic from ringside. As Raven tried to get to his side of the ring and tag in Sabu, he was cut off with 350 pounds of a monster named Abyss dropping down across his back.
Look at that. He's just wrenching on the hair, pulling the head in a direction he's not intended to go. And Raven fighting to his feet right there. Oh, and just as he tries to get an elbow going, Abyss slams him down. And look how these guys are tagging. I mean, they're not giving Raven a chance to breathe.
Rhino, leg drop, lethal, right across the chest, wallow cover, had the leg hook. Another 2 count, still life left in Raven.
You see Sabu over there pointing to the sky, trying to keep himself focused on what's going to happen if he gets into the ring. But he's got to be worried about that right now because, look at this, another quick tag.
Let's face it, for this tag team, this hardcore dream team of Raven and Sabu, to exist here against these two, they're going to have to stay away from power moves like that one, and he did get out of the way. Plus, you have to stay away from a black hole slam and a gore. There's the tag, and here comes Sabu.
And there's the chair, and he goes right at Abyss, and then he throws it right at Rhino, and he sets it up. And here he goes. Oh, and he takes Abyss all the way out of the ring. Wow.
Momentum did carry him down to the floor.
And Sabu was just waiting for the opportunity. And there he goes. Right on top of Abyss, and he nails him.
Sabu with the springboard dropping right down onto the monster. And Don, you've been telling me for the past couple of weeks what you think of the return of Sabu to TNA.
Oh, this guy is just unbelievable. He has dedicated himself to being the best again. Something that they were so proud of when you look out there and you see what you can do with. Oh, great move by Raven as he gores Abyss, and now he sends Raven out. Rhino out of the ring.
You're right. Watch Sabu now trying to position himself from the top. What a face buster that time. Pin, 2.
It's over. Sabu's got it.
The winners of the match, the team of Sabu and Raven.
It's this Sunday. It's Unbreakable. Look out! That came out of nowhere. What a gore that time by Raven on Sabu.
I'll tell you what, Rhino just wanted one more shot. But Raven, though, being the good partner that he is, came right to the aid. Now Abyss levels Raven. And wow, carnage in their bodies are everywhere.
The complexion of this situation has totally turned around. It's totally reversed in the post-match. Mitchell cheering on the monster who's using the chair against Raven. Look out!
Oh, Rhino.
Oh, God.
Taking the chair shot right on the champion.
Oh,
He's
God.
gonna face him Sunday, and you can see Raven writhing.
No! Chair shot after chair shot. You talk about weakening the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion. It's what we just witnessed. Join us this Sunday at Unbreakable. It's the man beast Rhino to challenge Raven for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship.